core essentials for today's video, guys. Please make sure that you remember the steps that we covered in previous videos. A, how to take a portrait, and B, the other video of 10 ways to improve your portraits. Both are relevant here.
Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're in York City Centre and we're going to shoot some urban portraits of Bright because A, she's adorable, and B, she's got no fear in life, so it's going to be great. We have arrived super early in the morning, so people are still coming to and from work. We have not got the EVF recorder today because Dan forgot to pack the cable, so we're just going to have to deal without you guys being able to see through the lens. But for most of the shots, we're going to be using the Sigma 105 1.4 Sigma art lens, which is hopefully going to do wonders because Bright is quite small, but I'm also probably going to interchange with the 85mm 1.4 too because it is a brilliant lens for any kind of situation where you've got a distracting background. So if you haven't already, please do remember to press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. The bell icon will help you out because it'll give you a notification every single time I upload a video. I upload every week and sometimes more than that if I feel like it. So we're just going to shoot, and if there's anything important that I need to tell you, I'll tell you now, and if not, I'll voice over it afterwards.
So we basically started this session by discussing with Josh, who is Dan's brother, how to hold the lead. So keep tension on the lead, hold it upright, don't pull it, just keep some tension there. So we're not holding her head up, we've just got tension on it. Little B, being a little superstar, having done all of her weight training, did a perfect weight for Dan. Wrong person. So essentially normal stuff, guys. Get super low, as I've mentioned in previous videos, and it uses some interesting noises to get the dog's attention. That's kind of the basics of everything that we're going to go through today, and I'm going to intersperse the images, the location and the settings too.
A perfect shot. This is absolutely amazing. So what we will do, yeah, if we put her, she can just stand there for now, but we'll probably do a sit or a down. Good girl, reward that, Josh. Perfect, ask her to sit.
Sit, right, sit.
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 Careful now.
Right.
Good girl. Down. Wait. 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 Flat. 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 You can do it, baby. I mean, to be fair, that was pretty impressive. Flat. Give her a little bit more. She has to put her head down there. Wait. Good girl. Reward. I mean, to be fair, that's amazing. So we're outside of the Minster here. So this is York Minster, which is a beautiful building, absolutely beautiful. We don't have a wide angle lens with us today, but we are going to try and shoot something of the front of it. So one thing that's really important to note is when you're doing urban photography, try not to shoot everything straight on, shoot along the lines like we just did on this little step here. So we're shooting along the lines, not at the step front, which will give you much more dynamic shots. And that's why a super shallow depth of field is really useful. So let's set her up and see what we can get. Move out the way, Dan. Reward, move on. Do you know what? We're never going to get that open clear again, are we? Ever? No. Genuinely never. Dan, I need the 85. I'm going to switch lenses.
Yeah. Is that nice again?
Ready?
Do we sit?
It's so wet. My hair's gonna get covered. I don't need to sit, you're right. So we switch to the 85mm for right now. because it just gives us a little bit more freedom in terms of the angle of view, because we're on the Shambles right now, which is a historic street in York, and it's super useful. Okay. Ready? Ready, Dan, you're in shot. Ready? Wowie! Woo! Good girl, reward, Josh. I need it slightly over towards the middle. That's it. Perfect. Brrr. Oops. And she's back. Dan's distracting, I think. Ready? Can you sit? Sit. Okay. Sit. Ready? Good girl, wowie! So gay. So gay. That was cool. That was nice. These are good shots. Look at that. Can they see that? Can you see that? Can they see it?
I saw a cool little wall with a nice building behind it, so I figured, you know, why not pop it right over on the wall there. In this situation, we actually got Josh to make some noises because she'd got bored of me, which is fine. Super quick shot, remove the dog, empty shot, job done. Nice and simple. We keep it simple here, guys. Again, I found these railings outside the minster as we were walking back round, and I figured why not use the railings as a leading line round. Yes, if I'd have had a more reliable dog, I'd have put them to the left of this, but for her it was absolutely fine to keep it to the right. So again, cool little noises, using other distractions in the area to get some beautiful photos. And I think realistically this lens just rocked it, absolutely rocked it. Where did we go next? Let's find out. Heading up now, basically going up onto the walls. Dogs aren't normally allowed on the walls, guys, just a heads up there. So going onto the walls here, historic walls that did circle around York, and it was super bright behind, as you can see. So we were only really in this little section here. I wanted to get a kind of a shot that showed the scale of the wall. Little B just wanted to sit there, and that's cool. She did eventually stand up, and we got the most beautiful little photo. Again, as normal, I asked Dan to remove her from the shot and then take an empty shot, which makes compositing so much easier. At this point, basically, we bought Bright a little towel because she was getting really chilly. So instead of just being wrapped in a coat, we wrapped her in her new little scarf thing that she had, and we headed on down to the Riverside.
Cold. We've headed down to the riverbank because York City Centre has got a little bit busy at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're just going to warm up Puppy because she's a little bit chilly, and then we're going to shoot somewhere around the riverbank for a little bit, and then we'll probably head home. We've managed to get some really cool shots in the city, but obviously working with a 12-week-old puppy is you only have a short amount of time, and you've got to do loads of breaks and keep them warm, keep them comfortable so that they are quite happy little things. She will need to go to bed soon though, so we won't have much longer, but we're going to try and shoot on these steps and on the riverbank and create some nice little pieces, and then we'll probably head back. My concern is that she's going to want to get the geese.
I'll go further down the line.
Yeah, go and sit down. Why is she so cute though? Are you guys ready?
Wait, just give us a second, just stop asking if we're ready.
Put it on your head as a hat. Right, okay, so we're going to shoot her. So she is stood just on this side of the cobbles. Does that make sense? To do some more. So little B is super tired at the moment, so we're going to call it a day because she's just so much to look at, which is absolutely fine. So I'm going to go home, edit these pictures, and I will show you them on the screen right now. The main things tonight really with the urban photography basically is to use the natural lines in the scenes. Go early in the morning when it's quieter, because as soon as it gets busy you will struggle, and try to look for things that are a little bit unusual or are really important features in the city that you live near, and always make sure that the dog is super safe. So we'll keep them on lead, keep using a thin lead usually, and train your models to be held from a side, which is super important, and train the handlers that too, because that would make sense. If you haven't already, please do press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. The bell icon will help you out because it'll give you a notification every single time I upload a video. I upload a video every week, and sometimes more than that if I feel like it. I'll see you all again really soon.